You know the thing where you're one person at work, another with your kids, another with your friends, maybe a different one with your mum, and someone then very different with yourself. Maybe you relate to that. And perhaps by Sunday night, you're feeling completely wiped out, got no energy, and you really can't put your finger on why. I used to sort of think maybe it's I'm doing too much, and maybe there may be something in that. However, here's what really shifted for me. If I take you back for when we're really small, so when you were really small, before about 3 years old, there really is no sense of being a separate self at all. You're aware, but not self-aware when you're three or less. And there's no narrative running, no identity, what I call identity crisis, because there's nothing yet to be in crisis about. It's actually just beautiful life happening through a 0 to 3 year old. We might not be able to remember it, but if we look at our kids or look at others who have children at that age, it's beautiful just to watch what's happening. And then the thinking mind arrives. I'm not a great lawyer. I'm not a very good wife. I'm amazing at running. I love swimming. I'm not very good at swimming. I'm the capable one. It just is endless. I'm not very good at cooking. And do you know what? What it happens is that over time, that story becomes who you are. And it becomes very much how you relate to yourself. So, this is the bit that's worth noticing. Personal identity is a story we started telling ourselves many, many, many years ago. I did the same. And what it is, we then live in that identity prison and we maintain it years after years after years. And we say very similar things to ourselves without sometimes knowing it, so unconsciously, many times a day, even before going into a meeting. And you know what? That's where the exhaustion is. That is the efforting, staying in that loop. So, a question for you this week is which role do you have the most narrative about? Which one is taking the most effort to keep going? And that might not necessarily be a role like a mother, father, sister. It may be that it's the role how you're relating to yourself and the language that you're using. So have a ponder, get in touch, let me know how this resonates or if it doesn't. Bye for now.